Hi guys, welcome to another vlog of Library Take. So I was thinking what's the next video I should bring to you guys. Why not bring to you guys something about hospitality, because that's something which most of you guys want to know. Some of you guys would be aspiring talents who is interested in taking your career path in hospitality. So before I bring in to you any more information about hospitality or hoteliering as option for you guys as for career, I would want to tell you guys my journey, my personal journey so far. How did I end up in the hospitality industry and what all crucial factors I had to keep in mind before reaching here. So stay tuned. It is not possible for me to bring in all this information in one video. So there would be multiple episodes of vlogs through which I'll be bringing all this information to you guys. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining in. So I hope you guys get benefited with this video. So let's get started. Talking about me, my childhood, I'm basically a Malayali, which you guys already know. I'm basically from a place called Tiruvalla, which is towards the center of Kerala. If you want to talk about any Malayalis, not about me, any Malayalis childhood, you would be confused, especially when you're around your 10th, that what is your future going to be? What is the option you need to choose? I'm talking about people like me, not the studious kind. But do not worry, your parents, especially Malayali parents, are very sure. They have fixed your career. They know exactly what you need to do. Either an engineer or a doctor. So like any mom, my mom was also very sure that she wanted me to do engineering. So after 10th, I chose maths, computer and science as my core subjects in order to pursue my mom's dream of being an engineer. So I took up entrance coaching during my 11th and 12th to prepare myself to go towards a goal. So while doing entrance coaching, I understood that, being an engineer is not my thing. So I had to think, what are the other options I have? Genuinely speaking, about me, my first passion was being in the defense, majorly convinced from my mother's side. Basically, my grandfather was also in the Air Force. My mom's brother, Mamaji, was also in the Air Force. So I had an inclination towards the defense forces. I gave my exam for NDA, but you guys already know I'm a mediocre student. So could not clear the NDA exam. I did not get the call. And my second true passion was airlines. I wanted to be a pilot. Again, because of my grandfather, he was, after leaving Air Force, he had worked with Air India for a brief time. He had worked with Kuwait Airways. So with all these, I also had an inclination towards airlines. So my passion for pilot, I inquired about schools which is there in India. I got an option of joining an Indian school, but the only problem what I faced during that time was you had a wait period of almost a year before you could join. That means after my 12th, I had to take a break for almost a year, which was not my option at that moment. The second option was going abroad and doing the pilot course, getting the CPA license done. So one of the options was Australia. In Australia, I inquired the fee structure, which is close to, at that time, I'm talking about the time of 2006, it was about 24 lakhs plus. That was the amount required to get a CPA license. But I personally was not firm in taking that decision because 2006, the airline industry was not that great, was not doing that great. That means even if I do my CPA license abroad, I had to come back to India, write an exam, convert my the Australian license to an Indian license, and then search for a job. Thinking that it's such a lengthy process and there's no security that I will be getting a job, I had to park that option also by the side. The third option, obviously since my dad is a hotelier himself, I've been hearing the stories of hotel industry from childhood. So that was the third option I had. I put some serious thinking into it. And that's the time my dad was very clear, it's your life. You can do what you want. You can take your decision. But he said, my son, you've heard all the fancy part of the hotel industry. You've heard the funny stories. You've heard about the celebrities. You've heard about the glamour. But there's another side to the hotel industry which needs a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and basically a passion to drive you into this industry. So if you are sure that you have that in you, then only proceed for this particular stream. Moms being mom cannot be okay with your son doing something which is mediocre. So my mom also found out what's the best schools available in India, what are the best option for doing hotel management. After quite a lot of searching, my mom found that there is All India entrance exam for hotel management too. She could not convince me to take engineering, but very well she could convince me to write that exam for hotel management. So yes, I applied for the JWE exam for hotel management. That's an all India entrance exam for all the IHM colleges in India. That's basically government colleges. So I applied for the entrance, my admit card came, and I still remember the center for my examination was one of the KVs or Kendra Vidyalayas, which was in Trivandrum, which is about 3 hours journey from my place. So when I reached there, I was pretty shocked to see so many people there with Malayalam Manorama yearbook, so many papers being read out. So I understood it's pretty serious affair in most of the areas. And when I spoke to a couple of them, I understood there are even entrance coaching centers which help people crack this exam. So till that time, I was pretty chilled. I was cool with this exam. But when I saw all these people, I was pretty scared. And I started thinking, did I not prepare for this exam? Well, what has to be done is done. I can't go back. So I sat for the exam and the exam was over. So finally the results came. I still remember I was sitting in my dad's room. We opened the computer and so the results came. So when I put in my roll number, my rank was 1300 All India. So I still remember him. He was lying on the bed. And when I said that I see the rank is 1300, he was like, are you sure? Do you want to log out and log in again and check if the data is correct? Well, you guys would be interested what are the things which usually comes in the entrance exam. So I'm not sure if the curriculum or the whole pattern has changed, but as far as I remember, the things which get tested is one is numerical ability, analytical aptitude, English language, basic English language, reasoning, logical deduction, general knowledge, current affairs, and aptitude for service sector. So these are the headings under which there be questions, which is basically objective type. You select the answer, and there is negative marking if at all you write a wrong answer. Similar like any entrance exam. So at that time, we used to call it counseling centers. So I believe now there are multiple counseling centers or allotment centers, which happens for the north, for the south. But during our time, there was only one allotment center, which used to happen in Delhi. So again, because I chose hotel management, my journey started at that time. That was my first solo trip by flight to Delhi. Delhi walon ka shahar, Delhi, yeah. So that was my first trip there. I traveled alone. So yeah, I think my allotment date was, I think the second or third day. I'm not exactly remembering it right. So the best colleges of IHM is Delhi, which is Pusa, or else Mumbai, which is Dada Catering College, old Dada Catering College. So these were one of the best colleges at that time. So obviously those colleges were not available for me because they have allotment options for SC, ST, then the best of the ranks will go there. And then only the other hotel management schools get opened up. So these two colleges were not there. So I was seeing what is the college which I should choose. So at that time, you do not literally go into understanding which is the best college for you, for your studies, for your placement. These are not your options which is running in your mind. At that time, you just think that which is the best place for you to be and where you'll have a lot of fun the first time staying away from parents. So for me, there's only one college which interested me, that was IHM Goa. So my full thought my planning, everything was towards IHM Goa, but obviously my parents did not want me to go there. So next option which I had was IHM Bangalore. I know I need to call it Bengaluru, but as far as for us, it was Bangalore at that time. I got admission in IHM Bangalore, and I do not regret, because multiple times it has won the best top 5 best IHM institutes or hotel management institutes in India. And it's got great placement centers. I do not regret, I never ever regret going to IHM Bangalore. If I want to fast forward and bring it to my days now, so my job right now involves a lot of recruitment. I go to colleges for recruiting fresh people. So now I do recruitment even for management trainees, basically who will graduate to managers. So one common question we ask a lot of these people or fresh hotel management graduates is, why did you choose hotel management? And the most common answers which I get is they love traveling, they want to interact with a lot of people from different nationalities, they have the passion to serve people. These are the common answers which I get. But well, frankly speaking, the real answer for these people coming into hotel industry would be, maybe they thought that's the easiest course for getting a degree done. Or else they see the fancy and the glamorous life their friends or relatives or someone in the family who's in the industry live or put in the Facebook. So they get attracted to this glamorous life. They think, wow, they live a wonderful life. They can meet all these celebrities. They can live a glamorous life. That's all they see. But the fact, if you ask me, if you are asking me the question that should I join hotel management, I need you to ask a couple of questions to yourself. Do you have really the passion to be in this industry? Do you have the passion to be with people? Do you love talking to people? Can you put others before yourself? These are a couple of questions you need to get answers, and you need to be willing to put in a lot of hard work. So how do I see a journey as a hotelier is, I always tell even my kids or the people, the juniors who is in the organization who look up to me, I always tell them, your initial years in the industry is like savings. You put money in a bank to increase your saving. The same way, in the initial years of your journey, you need to put a lot of time and your personal life into the hotel. You may be missing the festival seasons. You may be not there at your home when your parents need you the most. Your relatives' wedding, your relatives' baby showers, and all of this may be things which you have to miss. But do not worry, that is not what's going to be a life all through. There would be a time when you become a manager. There would be a time when you grow up the ladder. That time the industry will start giving you things back to your life. You will get a great position. You will get respect. You will get the money. You will get the glamorous life which you wanted. All of this would be given back to you. And while you consider doing your hotel management courses, there are other fields like airlines, cruise, BPOs, and there are many fields at the moment. Even banking sector, they look for hotel management graduates or people with hotel experience. It's majorly because of the reason a person who's worked in a hotel knows very well how to deal with people. Well, there are hardships. Everything which you live in a hotelier's life is not something which has been taught to you in school or colleges, because mainly you're dealing with people. It's people serving people, and that needs a lot of dedication, that needs a lot of experience, which teaches you how to deal with people. If at all you think that you have the passion and you can put in that dedication, if you ask me, do I encourage people to do hotel management right now, especially with things happening around the world right now? There will be people thinking about a serious career option right now, or the hotel management graduate people who was waiting to pass out this year. They'll have questions about how is our future going to be. All I want to say is, we know for sure the industry has been hit bad, especially the tourism and hotel industry is very badly hit due to the pandemic. Things have been bad before too. There were recessions which hit India as well as world before, and the industry came back in full swing. So this too shall pass. As per industry experts, they believe that Q3 2021, the hotel should be back in track. There would be people waiting to travel. There would be people waiting to explore new locations. There would be new hotels opening up at that time. They need people like you, energetic, with the everlasting smile, waiting to serve them. So I would be putting in more videos related to my college life and how did I progress in my career. If any of you feel that there is anything which you guys need to know, any help you require as far as knowing any information or details as far as hotel industry is concerned, please do leave a comment. I would love to reply to you guys and give you guys more information as far as I know. So that's all for today.